Hey, welcome back to Cutting Trails. And first off, I want to wish everybody a happy Thanksgiving. Amber and I had a great Thanksgiving. My kids came over and we just hung out and ate and just had a good time. But now it's time to go back to work. So we finally got our snow removal machine all ready. Put it all back together. It is shifting great since we replaced that one-way bearing in the clutch. So if you guys have shifting problems on these Polarises, probably your one-way bearing that has gone out. But now we've moved on to this ATV. So like I said before, it's winter time. Nobody really wants to go out. It's too cold. Like, you know, during the winter, the only time that's really fun going out is when there's snow or, you know, frozen over water sources. Then you can go, you know, spinning on those and having a blast and just getting into trouble. So until then, we're going to be working on this bad boy, and I've already looked up the model number. So how do we go about doing that? So right here, there's a tag with the model number on it, and this is W897527. All right, so great. Google. This is a 1989 2x4 Trail Boss. I'm not sure how many cc yet, so I'm looking that up right now actually. All right, so this is a 250 2x4 1989 Trail Boss. So we are going to be working on this again to fix it up, and there's a few things I've already noticed just looking around it and giving it a thorough look. So for what you can see, there's a gap right here in our belt housing. So this was not really put on correctly, or the gasket is just not sitting in there right. And then loving the headlights, no idea if they work. And then we go over here and I noticed that we have a broken brake line, it looks like. So, and then our brake is a little stiff, actually a lot stiff. So it's return. You got to pull back up on it for right now. But that's, so we're probably going to need a whole, oh wait a minute, that is capped off. Look at that, that's capped off. So this, probably for the handbrakes, but that's capped off. So I wonder why. So we're gonna dive into that. We're just gonna start taking off all these covers, see what we got. The seller already told me that there is a oil leak, and there was, because it leaked all over my garage. We'll call that all over. But we'll figure out where that oil leak's coming from. Hopefully it's not coming from the engine, crankcase, or head gasket or anything like that. And, ooh, oh, nice little cubby back here. You know, yeah, so that's what we're doing. So we're just gonna start taking off these plastics and try and find our oil leak by following the oil back up to where it originated from. And we're gonna get this all prettied up in riding condition, and then, I don't know, maybe we'll sell it. So, a couple other things I've noticed. Our seat hold downs are broken. So the seat's just probably just gonna flop on there for right now. Or, you know, we'll see about getting, we'll see if we can find a seat. So I do have a line on a website that has a lot of older models. It's kind of like the ATV junkyard or scrapyard that you can actually go to, but this is all online and they'll ship it anywhere in the US. I think it's actually anywhere in the world. So I got a line on that. I'll share that with you guys I'll share that with you guys in this down in the description. And so if you have an older model, it's hard to source these parts through the dealership or Facebook, there's actually somebody that just basically takes old ATVs and breaks them down and sells off the parts. So, all right, if you guys haven't already, like, subscribe, and enjoy this teardown and this rebuild. So. All right, so far, not doing too bad. So our headlight has been completely bypassed here to these lights up here. Some aftermarkets. There is definitely a oil leak on this hose right here, obviously. So we're diving into that. I'm pretty sure it's coming from the oiler. Up here, there's an oiler pump. So this is a 2-stroke, pumps oil to mix in. We have a lot of like small little tabs here broken. I'll show you here. So the plastics don't look like they're in that bad a condition, but then you get diving into it and you look, you're just like, oh, one of those tabs is broke. This seems to be like a water drain, but could definitely use a new one. Like it's like a baffle. It's seen some hard times. Somebody obviously like glued it to try and repair it and stop it from sucking in air, I guess, or water if you're going in deep. So here's that. This little light here, I have no idea what that went to. Oh yeah, here's our light. So of course, as you can see, all the little screw mounts and adjustments for the light, all 4, or at least 2 of them, are just broken as all hell on it. So I mean, it's not the worst thing. It's an 89, you know, so what do you expect? But I still think for an 89, she's in great condition. Yeah, so we're just gonna keep diving into it. So we don't have a bell housing or rope. So yeah, so we're just slowly diving into it. I'm gonna see about taking off this front plastic here. Looks like I gotta take off the oil tank first. And probably take off the fuel tank just to get to the engine, and then replace whatever hoses that need to be replaced. So, and then we'll do another assessment and see where we're at. Chain looks good. I mean, it's not too loose. Well, honestly, it ain't all that bad. I have no idea where the hell that went to, but it's honestly not in bad condition. Tires are good. I do like the simplicity of it. So it's pretty simple to take apart, as you guys saw so far. So it's just a few screws, no plastic rivets if you don't like those plastic rivets. But it's just basically simple, just bolted on covers and really easy to access and get off. It just kind of like pieced together. Like up front, the center plastic clipped like rode inside, you know, or in a lip of the outer plastic, which was kind of nice. So nothing was really bolting it down. You just kind of snapped it off, and that was it. So problem for the old models, keeping it simple. So all right, we're gonna keep going on this. So I'm taking off the belt exhaust right now, and this was somebody decided to use the ATV as a food stash. A lot more came out of that than I thought it would. So now I'm really curious to what's in the rest of that. Oh man. All right. Belt's a bit rough. The dog food is definitely a plus. So. Well guys, so I'm gonna start cleaning this up, and I'm gonna start putting together a parts list or a repair list. Looks like I got some plastic work to do. One of the screws for the clutch cover was stripped, so that's not good, so I had to cut it off. There's a hole in the clutch cover. I mean, some plastic welding will fix that right up. Unfortunately, plastic welding is a lot easier and better to do in the summer, so I don't know what to do about that one yet. Yeah. It looks like, I mean, these older models, yeah, the clutch wasn't even sealed. So if you look back here, see what I mean? So it wasn't even sealed to begin with. These were not really, you know, the quality of them has really changed over the years. A lot better quality now. Not talking too much trash about these earlier models, because they definitely have a place, but definitely, you know, God, the industry has just gone crazy with all the modifications you can do nowadays. So, but yeah, so I'm gonna start vacuuming up this stuff and put a parts list together. But this is part 1 of a multi-part series for the winter. As we work on this, some videos will be longer than others. This is going to be a short one. But yeah, we got a good start on this. Still need to pull the oil reserve, the oil tank and the gas tank to get to the motor to make sure everything looks good, and to start changing out and fixing these wires if any of the wires are chewed up. Definitely need to replace a hose. So yeah, but we got to get to all that stuff by pulling off all these covers. So that's the next step. Guys, please subscribe to the channel, like the video. I was on that, the website's something like Salvage Hunters, right? So I went on Polaris today. Very limited amount of parts that you can still get for this on Polaris. So definitely you're gonna have to hunt down salvage areas. Maybe eBay. I haven't even looked on eBay yet. You know, maybe somebody's selling in this year model or whatever for parts. So these, it's gonna take a little bit of work, but guys, definitely subscribe to the channel, like the video, follow us on Facebook. We got events coming up this summer. So that's about it. Hey, happy Thanksgiving, everybody. Ride safe and take care.